Two suspects who they say started a fire at the Covington Walmart. It happened last night at the Walmart location in the 800 block of North Highway 190. Police say the fire consumed an aisle in the automotive section of the store. 200 people were inside of the building when the fire started. The suspects were seen leaving the store in a dark colored small SUV headed north on 190.